even see what people were saying here. I missed it. It says the Pickmes are not loyal to the sisterhood. They cape for abusers, rapists, and thought worshippers. Yes, they do. Thank you for adding that. These are things that I wouldn't necessarily say out of my mouth, but it's absolutely true. They're not loyal. That's the whole idea, that they will do anything to get a man to have the approval of a man, and they will throw women under the bus completely just so that they can be chosen. And then a dusty is exactly what a dusty is. It's someone that essentially does not worth it. Looking for a woman like this to abuse, to mistreat. It's an abusive partner. Why aren't we just using that language? The idea of a dusty is abusive. A pick-me is someone who's going to be abused. We're not looking at healthy relationships. Now, because we have social media and Facebook and Twitter and all these places, we're seeing what it looks like for a woman to walk into an abusive relationship, all because they want the approval or the warmth of a man. If you guys have the time, please read. You can choose probably any part of the Bible, but what kind of struck me one day, sometimes you get these people like quoting Bible scriptures, when you do spiritual videos. And Jeremiah, they like to really go to Jeremiah. So one day I said, you know what? I just got to read all of Jeremiah. It's just totally against essentially dark feminine energy. Like, that's what it really is. The God of the Bible, this dude is pissed off that people are honoring dark feminine as if she shouldn't be honored, as if it should not be a part of what they honor and what they burn incense to and give energy to. The God of the Bible wanted to be acknowledged for everything that he felt he did. And he's like, how dare you acknowledge this? I'm the one that did it. Very egotistical, very just like, it's me, 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 me. And then he compared everyone else who wasn't looking at me, look at me, you're a whore. You are essentially cheating on me. You're a whore, and I'm going to teach you a lesson. And you realize this is pretty much a Christian nation, and this is what's in a lot of these books anyway. It's all about fear of not being acknowledged, losing their sense of power. It's about fear of losing dominance, when truthfully, if you worship the feminine energy, you'd be very powerful. And it sounds like a dusty. Exactly. I'm so glad you said that, because this is the larger message of this video. This is going to be a stretch for some people, but the God of the Bible is a dusty, a very, very abusive character. Like, extremely abusive. And then you wonder why people, especially people in the Black community, have a hard time separating themselves from that kind of dialogue and culture, when so many of them are Christian, diehard Christians. The word whore comes up in the King James Version, I can't tell you how many times. And you're like, what's up with this? People saying hoe and thoughts and all that kind of stuff. I'm like, this is a part of the religious scriptures that people adhere to. These books that people are reading, it shapes the culture and it shapes the way people interact with each other. And so this actually gets to the greater point. Pick-me's and dusties, that's going to exist until it shifts and changes into something else, and people will give it a different title. I'm trying to think of what a pick-me was called before that and what a dusty was called before that. Maybe a no good man, you know what I mean? Or maybe a desperate woman. Before they got the cute little titles to where you can make cute memes and so on and so forth. But that's going to always exist in a certain level of a cultural zeitgeist. You can laugh and joke, when you see a good joke about a good pick-me or a dusty. Maybe there are parts of you that are living in abusive relationships, because that's what that is, you guys. It's funny, the jokes that come out of it, but it's just about an abusive relationship. And there's a part of you that has to decide, I need to live authentically by who I am, and that's beyond what my physical body says. That's beyond what society says, what my mom said, what my dad said, what anyone has said, what any rules have been kind of fluttered around me. I have to live within my authenticity, and that's just going to be what it is. It doesn't have to be defined for anyone except for you. And that's what I feel we need to move to. And you do that, one, through meditation, because if you're saying I'm not really in tune with myself, I don't know who I am, meditate on even asking that question. Then you create the vision that you want for yourself. And there's so many ways to do that. Creating your own mantras, creating your own scrolls. I have some things on my videos, but there's so much stuff out there. You create things for yourself. And the whole time you are seeking to reflect your true self. And then that's the self that you focus on. Magic.